Everything's everything. Testing. Testing. What the fuck? Who uses things like this? I can't even look into the right fucking camera because it's not charged. Oh. Fie. Oh. No. It's fine. Oh, look at the baldness though. Look at the bald. Why does that show up so much? I can't have that. Fuck it, we'll go with that. That's that. That works. Oh my god, I've missed so much when I tried to shave. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Zell here, and we are back again with a brand new video for you. That's right. Final boss tier list, part 4, part 5. Part 4 or 5, it's one of the two. It's either part 4 or it's part 5. A lot of Frontier coming up. A lot of Frontier, and as long as the themes are not too long, we might be going into the additional content too, which will be fun. Now I know what you're thinking, Zell, how come you're looking at me straight on? Well, I've had to use my webcam because my Sony camera it keeps jamming. It's not working correctly, so I can't use it. I know what you're thinking, Zell, those aren't your usual fucking headphones. And you're right, they're flashing red on the side. Why are they flashing red on the side? I don't know. They're actually my brother's headphones that he uses to edit some of these videos, or when he's editing, and they're wired, so now I have a big clunky wire in the way too. So the start of this video has gone terrifically, as you can tell. I'm really fucking thrilled with everything that's happened so far. Somehow, my power-saving headphones, these are Corsairs, but this video isn't sponsored, by the way. I'm just fucking using. Fucking what the fuck is that? What are these? These? My Naris, my Razer Naris, my babies, my beautiful ones that I use all the time, somehow magically have fucking run out of charge when they have a power saving option after 15 minutes. They only use charge whilst connected to the PC, and I charged them last night to full. So I turned them on and now they're not charged somehow. Hey, who knows? I'm not going to question it. Let's just get on with the video. Fuck it. Whilst you're in the mood, I might as well say, obviously looked at all your comments and replied to all your comments from the last video. And I just want to say I apologize.
To absolutely nobody!
Because this video you're not necessarily going to agree with. Supposedly, I may have made some mistakes with some Sunbreak additions. Sunbreak? Rise additions. Being Ibushi and Nawa. And All Mother Nawa, I think. Or All Mother Ibushi, whichever the one it is. But I gotta be honest with you, I read a lot of your comments and I analysed a lot of your comments, and you were all saying similar things. You know, it's disappointing where they made it in the tier list, but by the sounds of it, it's very much a theme around their fight, right? So it's around the story. I'm only listening to the theme, so could my decisions change once I've played the game? Possibly. But as a musical entry, so just the music into my eardrums, and the words or title final boss, that's where they're at on the tier list. So sorry but not sorry. It is what it is. And I think we're here for some controversial opinions, to be honest. We're here for some controversial opinions. We're here for things that may not make sense. I have also made some changes to the tier list. You may have noticed the addition of the anomaly sector is gone. It's too easy to make sectors, and I don't want it to be a cop-out, and it did feel like a cop-out. So we have Safi in S tier, about middle of S tier, and we have Xeno on a low A. To be honest, I'm probably going to put him mid. A high mid. I will put him high mid, but mid nonetheless. Okay. Now, very exciting times ahead. Why? I hear you ask, Sal, why? Because we are heading into something unknown to a lot of people. Depending on your Monster Hunter knowledge, depending on how much you know of Monster Hunter, how much you follow, how canon you are, you're either going to love this episode, hate it, maybe a little bit in between, maybe you'll learn something, who knows. But we are jumping into, I'm going to say Frontier. I think this is Frontier. I really hope this is Frontier, because otherwise I fucked the entire... It is Frontier. It's mostly Frontier, and I think it's online as well. It's a lot of the Eastern or Asian Monster Hunter exclusives that we didn't get here in the West. So this is going to be interesting. None of these I have seen, by the way. I've never seen any of these monsters, bar possibly... No, I haven't seen Shantien. No, I haven't seen them. I haven't seen any of these. None of them. None of them. So this is going to be very fun, and I think a lot of us are going to learn some things. Shall we get straight into it? Let's do it. So, we have, bearing in mind we're coming off of Magnamalo? Where the fuck is Magnamalo? Wasn't Magnamalo in here? Wait. Here's your Magnamalo feed. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. So this is Ingami. Ingami. Oh, perfect. Done that. Awesome. Possible rival to Magnamalo in the future? Question mark. Monster Hunter Frontier. A high rank final boss for a high rank final story boss. Okay. So, fun fact, this theme was composed with an instrument entirely made of bamboo. That's kind of cool. But a great guardian of the forest. Ingami is a powerful, beautiful, but aggressive monster despite their elegance. They will not allow intruders to step foot into and threaten their habitats in any way. They are capable of using bamboo to attack. However, their ultimate ability is to be able to secrete an absolutely insane amount of nutrients in their body. This allows them to use their tail stinger to inject massive amounts of nutrients into the ground to cause entire forests worth of bamboo springing up and impaling opponents through and through. This is synonymous with how actual real-life bamboo torture works, as bamboo is the fastest growing plant and it grows incredibly sharp as a shoot at first. They use the sleep status as their nutrient-intense secretions are also coma-inducing. They are said to flow with so much energy that simply touching one could heal wounds, though good luck getting close. This energy can backfire, however, due to how it can harden on its body. As Ingami's parts are attacked, it will allow more of this natural energy to flow and form hard armor over its body. However, if you attack all of its parts sufficiently, it will eventually cover its body in too much armor as an automatic response, eventually causing it to release this energy in a burst, but then fall over for an incredibly long time for hunters to take advantage of the opening. They are incredibly territorial and attack intruders with unreasonably vicious aggression. The story of Frontier, simply put, was trying to build up your strength to be able to fend off the more powerful monsters that have appeared in the new Frontier regions. The Guild Frontier hunters are essentially their super powerful top force of hunters, only ever dispatched to the most powerful of threats that truly threaten the world. The songstress from Frontier has a huge name in this time. A woman with a voice so soothing it could heal like a hunting horn. People across the land saw her as a ray of hope amid the crisis of monsters becoming incredibly powerful, until one day she was travelling and happened upon a mysterious bamboo forest. From here she was ambushed, barely escaped with her life from Ingami. Now, monster told of in legend is a guardian of the forest, despising trespassers and those who may not respect nature. She was rendered mute for a long time, leaving many in despair, all from the sheer terror this creature's existence imposed on her. Fun fact, Ingami once had the ability to fly, but over time evolved not to need it to live in dense bamboo forests. Despite this, they are still capable of creating temporary gliding wings with their hardening healing powers. Christ, that was a lot to read. That was an awful lot, Galaxy. Why is there so much there? I know, Frontier is huge in your heart, but my goodness, there's an awful lot to read here. There's an awful lot. Right, so the form seen below is Zenith Ingami, the ultimate form of Ingami. Okay, Zenith monsters are a perfect evolutionary form of a monster. Though all the forms, variants and other species have Zenith is the form above them all. For example, a Zenith Anjanath, not a thing, but as an example, would be stronger than normal, vulgar, and all other forms combined. They were simply the peak performance. Okay. That's cool. I like the look of the lotus on the tail. That's very cool. That's very cool. Right, let's get into this then. So this is completely a brand new monster. So really all I've got to go by is the picture and lore. The Bamboo Forest theme and the Bamboo Forest theme Day and Night, which I can't listen to because this is a final boss tier list. I will have to listen to those in the locale tier list, which is coming, by the way. There will be a locale tier list, so don't worry. with all the themes of the different zones, which will be very fun. But no, I can't listen to these because they wouldn't work with the tier, unfortunately. But there we go. Okay. Ingami theme. Javon dance. His true theme. Okay, Javon is a word that refers to bamboo. Okay, very cool. Let's listen. Oh, good lord. Love that quality. Love that. Not that it matters. Okay, I'm here for it. Okay. Shit, okay. This is good. This is very, very, very good. I imagine that ringing is the bamboo. Okay. Alright. Okay. Ingami. Yes. Ingami. I think, just simply going off of what we know, the you know, paragraph of lore, the picture, and kind of, in a way, like the fact they used a bamboo instrument to also bring out the theme. I gotta say S tier. And I think that's a good place for it, to be honest. I think that's a very good place for it. I don't think that challenges anything too much. I can't go into the ins and outs of it entirely because I don't really know the monster, to be honest. But it's the same with a lot of these on here, right? But I think it did a really good job. Really, really good job. It was intense when it needed to be. There was a build-up, but it kind of went straight in with the banging of the bamboo. It was cool. It was very cool. And if this is what we have to look forward to from Frontier, then this is going to be a good episode. This is going to be a very good episode. Let's find out, shall we? Who's next? Shantien. A lot of you have been looking forward to Shantien. Considered to be the best theme in the series by some. Be prepared and turn the volume up for sure. Well, I don't know how these headphones work, and I'm probably not going to get the full experience because my proper ones are fucked. But hey, we'll attempt it. While Shantien isn't a final boss in terms of finality to the storyline, that is a lot to read. He was planned in development to be a final boss before the Black Dragon fight against his rival Disufira. So whether he is or isn't is up for debate. Regardless, He deserves a spot here for being a non-black dragon final boss candidate, a monster that swims through the air effortlessly, similarly to Amatsu and the serpents. Though he does it by storing and producing large amounts of air from the fur and crystals on his body, a majestic monster that no one ever sees due to how it lives. High above the clouds, never touching the ground, as if it lives above the whole world in the heavens and beyond. Not only is Shantien Black Dragon level in power, he is literally the rival to one of the most powerful Black Dragons to ever exist. So if he is a rival to a Black Dragon, and he has Black Dragon power, why is he not classed as Black Dragon? Interesting. Interesting. He is weaker than Disyu and can never hope to defeat him. Okay. But the fact that he can stand anywhere near a Black Dragon that is that strong in terms of sheer power is impressive in itself, making him the highest High Elder. There are incredibly beautiful sights to behold, but are incredibly dangerous opponents to face. While normally almost never seen, with the newly invented large exploration ships in Frontier, you are capable of finally meeting it and challenging it. Shantien is a very important monster in the series because it represents how nature is just as hopeless to the Black Dragons as humanity is without your help. When it comes to monsters, Elder Dragons stand above all others. In terms of Elder Dragons, we have the High Elders that stand atop them, with Shantien being arguably the strongest High Elder. Above that is the Black Dragons, meaning Shantien essentially lies on the border of just how powerful nature can push a monster before Black Dragons take the medal. When Shantien attempts a final attack in its final phase, it destroys itself and makes it so that you don't even need to deal a killing blow. The restrictions of what is possible to make it so that Shantien can't become any stronger, as it would destroy itself if it tried. Its potential is still limited no matter how powerful it becomes. While the Black Dragons are seemingly limitless in what they are capable of doing, Shantien somewhat embodies the pinnacle of what is still natural and how it can never hope to match the supernatural. The opening cutscene of Frontier and Shantien cutscenes for a bit of reference to what's going on as each theme transitions into another. Note that the fourth and final phase happens in a volcano after Shantien crashes the ship into one to transition to its final phase, where it gains fire. Okay, so he uses the unique Tensho element, a combination of thunder, water and low fire, two of said elements Disafura can't use and is weak against. Okay. Alright. Are we ready? We might as well watch the cutscenes, I guess, just to get an idea. I think that makes sense. PS3. PS3. Wow. Alright. Okay. We haven't even heard the themes yet. I haven't even heard the themes yet. What's this? Ah. This is just going to give us some kind of context as to what we're listening to. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay, so these are different phases. So we have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and then the finale. The extended version we probably won't worry too much about. So phase 1 ends at 2:31, phase 2, 2:07. Okay, we can get to those anyway. 2:31, let's go. Okay. Okay. So that one, phase 1 seems more explorative and more mysterious to me. It feels like, because not many people see these things, right? Unless they're high up, yet alone phase 1. It feels like we're still finding out things. We're still analysing, if you will. There's a build-up, though. You can feel it in the background. There's a build-up as to, like, obviously phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. So it's going to be cool how it continues to climb that trajectory. But certainly, not a bad start. Not a bad start. It's not violent, it's not scary, it's not anything like that. It's mysterious, which it should be, right? It's a new monster that we haven't faced before, yet alone seen. And we're doing it all at once. Okay. Cool. I also like the sort of faint Japanese undertones in the background, which is quite cool. You can kind of only just hear them, but they are there, the accents. But okay, so let's go to phase 2. So this is the air battle. So I'm expecting this to be a little bit more upbeat and a bit more violent, but maybe not too. Mind you, there's a storm by the looks of it, so possibly this could be. We're looking at 207 for this one. Okay, so that one is definitely. I like the fact there's the symbols in there, because I think that's what they call them, symbols. Possibly not. Symbols? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're called symbols. That's rattling, so it kind of, you know, pushes forward the idea of the rain coming down, which is cool. It now sounds as if you're starting to realise the power of Shantien. You're starting to get the fact of what Shantien is, how powerful it might be, although there are still some secrets. But things are ramping up in a bad way. Things are ramping up in a bad way. You know, it's not going to be a good time for you, unfortunately. How the fuck is this the most replayed? Why? What the fuck? Am I missing something? Exactly the same. Okay. So far, good. So far, good. This one. So now we are in a rage state, phase 3. A duel of death in the endless storm. So this should incorporate these two and really end things. Really push this forward. When was the thing? When was the cut? 219. Okay. Let's try that again. Uno, dos, and tres, people. Okay. Interesting. It's I don't know. There's, although it isn't as violent and as hard and as brutal as a lot of the themes have been, it's doing a really good job of translating what it needs to, and it's hard for me to, you know, I'm no fucking whatever the fuck they're called. What are they called? Music something proposer people who are professional music. I'm not that, so I really can't analyze or go into the deep dive of everything, but there's certain points in this where it's hitting certain notes and it hits you. And there was a point in that where I did turn my head, and I can identify, I sort of turned my head a little bit and accelerated how many times I was blinking, because I felt slightly emotional by it. It was kind of it was good, very good. It kind of hit something which I don't think it would have hit if it hadn't have incorporated 1 and 2 beforehand. Like if I hadn't listened to those two, it's very difficult to explain the emotion of what it's going through or what I'm going through listening to it. But still, so far so good. So far so good. So this is the finale. Volcano, Imperial Wrath of the Angel's Fury. This loops at 3:18. So let's listen to this and let's see what happens here. Wow. That's really quite good. Jesus, it just keeps going. That is an awful lot to fit in 3 minutes 19, and they've done it very well. Holy shit. So what the fuck is the extended version? Does it incorporate all of them? Oh no, that's just his final form, I see. I do want to try something before I do... I've just made them so that they all kind of continue after each other after the loops. So we kind of get an idea of the theme as a whole. This is going to be the best way of doing it. I think I know where I'm going to put it. I don't think this is going to change my mind. But I think it would be cool to just listen to the whole thing all the way through. So, if you've got 10 minutes to spare, join me. Let's have a listen. It's designed to cut off at the cuts that Galaxy have put in, and then the next bit will start kind of seamlessly, but also you will know when the next theme starts. So yeah, let's just go, shall we? Let's listen. Even in this one, it has these sort of undertones of... You see, listening back to phase 1, after listening to the final phase, does actually incorporate it all. It's cool. Hearing them one after the other definitely helps. It's good, man. It's so good. It's really good. Really, really good. Yeah, it's definitely incorporating. It's definitely incorporating instruments and melodies and different sounds from phase 1 and 2, which is cool. It's all kind of carrying over to a final conclusion. It's very cool. That build up. You know what it reminds me of? This is obviously the final fight, the final bit. And you've kind of gone through all this rage and all this violence to a point where now, one-on-one, mano v mano, like, legend v legend kind of thing. It's... I think I have to put Shantien in God tier. That was incredible. And when I thought it couldn't up the bar any further, it did. But then it upped it again after that, especially in that final piece, that final form, that final theme. There is that build up. It's all very violent. It's not violent. It's not violent until probably middle of phase 2, possibly a bit of phase 3, if you can call it that. It's more pressure, I would say, in the theme, but I wouldn't say it was violent. It's more exploring the monster, finding out what it is, respect. There's a mutual and neutral respect there, and realizing the power of it. And then the last theme, in a way, is quite sad in the fact that you're killing this very powerful monster, but also you don't need to do the final blow. It's going to kill itself anyway, using its final move, whatever. It's very good. It's a very good theme. It is up there with God tier. It's got to be. It is 100% in God tier. And these don't get given out lightly. S tier is a bit of a whore, but no, God tier it's not given out lightly. Pleasantly surprised with Shantien. Pleasantly surprised. Surprised. This picture here does kind of translate what I would expect from the theme. I did expect it to be a mysterious but powerful theme. But that was something else. That was something else. Alright. Move on. So, this is Monster Hunter Explore. Nef Garmundo. Oh, Nef Garmundo. Okay. Technically the flagship, based on the Egyptian Lord of the Dead. And Garudia, who is Garudia. Perfect. Final boss, based on the Egyptian eagle, like god of gods, wind, and the sun. Very cool. Okay, so the Elder of the Desert are incredibly powerful monsters based on Egyptian gods. They both command a unique element in the form of earth, allowing them to control pure natural bioenergy from their surroundings and nature itself. Makes sense. They can control wind currents to pull ancient ruined structures from the ground to hurl at opponents, as well as making obstacles for hunters by pulling them and pushing them through wind tunnels. Nephew has the ability to plug his tail into the desert and draw ancient earth energy straight from the ground in the form of special crystals found buried deep under the Great Desert Sands. This powerful energy gives him greater strength, but it can be knocked out of him with sufficient damage, where in its raw form it can be taken by hunters themselves to give them a huge boost in power, until Nephew knocks it off them and tries to steal it back, making it quite a very cool and unique power struggle compared to most fights in the series. Garudia is the most powerful Elder of the Desert and utilizes a fiery energy in tandem with its wind powers. It no longer needs to draw power from the ground and instead does it from the sky. Garudia have so much fiery potential, when pushed to the extreme, they can generate miniature suns between their wings, blinding and incinerating away everything in their path as the ancient ruins are ravaged in the process. has red crystals on his wings that channel his power. Nephew is a flagship, while is a higher power relative and a sort of final boss, but their themes fit together. They're still significant bosses, hence it being included. Okay, alright, so Nephew's theme, which is the flagship boss, let's listen to that one. Alright. Ooh. Switch up. I've heard enough of that one, I'm gonna be honest. Let me see what this one's like, and then I'll make a decision on both differently. But do we actually have these in the fucking theme? Hold on. Hold on. Possibly. Possibly. Yeah, we do. We do. Okay, cool. Wow. That's a cool design. I do get the ancient Egyptian god feel from it, though. I do. Even just from the design of it. Yeah, I mean, I think I've heard, again, all I can from that one. I don't think this is it, but I might have got the wrong picture, but we're going to use this one anyway. We're going to use this one. I don't know how the fuck we have... I don't think we have this many left. I don't know where all these have come from. I'll be very surprised if we have all of these left. But the first one, which is yeah, so Nef Garmundo. Nef Garmundo, sorry. Nef Garmundo. Very Egyptian name. I'm gonna put B, I think. Honestly, it was good. It was okay. There was too much going on, and I think it was too violent and too brutal too quickly. There was no build up. There was nothing. It was just straight into death, which is what I expect with something with Tigrex, which is why it's obviously an A. But I don't know. It was weird. I would have quite liked some time to kind of gasp at awe at it, rather than get thrown straight into battle. I don't know. Is B a bit harsh? No, I think it has to go B. It does have to go B. And then... oh no, fuck. The picture's dead. Bollocks! For whatever reason I didn't have that one. We do now. I'm gonna go A. I'm gonna go A with Io Garudia. It's not S. It was good that there was a build up. Apart from that, it was all very slow. I know that it kind of both contradicts each other, like the decisioning, but I don't know. It was kind of a sleepy tune. I can't be honest. It doesn't get the people going. You know what I mean? Just doesn't do it. Doesn't do anything like that. It's just shit. It's not shit. It was okay. But it wasn't S tier. A is still high, you know, A is still fucking good. I mean, really, S tier should have been only for a fair few. But a lot of things have been good. A lot of things have been very, very good. Apart from this. This was so bad. So incredibly bad. Okay, what's next? What is next? I think we're coming to the end of... Yeah, so this is the end of the strangers, the strange ones. This is Monster Hunter Online now. And this is the Star Wyvern Estrellian. Despite seeming similar to a Leviathan or Elder in figure, Estrellian is simply a triple question mark classified monster that is apparently yet to be seen in its fully grown state. Oh, it's a baby. While we never see its final form before the shutdown of Monster Hunter Online, we do know that it would have been an Elder Dragon in turn, possibly making Estrellian an adolescent Elder Dragon. Estrellian can command the elegant and powerful star butterflies, Neoptron monsters with incredible strength and the ability to cause powerful explosions. So similar to Malzeno, but I guess different, minus the explosions. It can merge with many of these butterflies, similar to how Zinogre calls forth thunder. Oh yes, oh yeah, probably similar to the Zinogre too. To nest as Vulgarbugs in his hide in order to gain a charged form, with wings that sprout resembling that of a huge version of the butterflies themselves. Estrellian does not have a theme himself normally, but his rare species, the Arbiter, does. There is of course also the Doom Estrellian, which is just cool as hell. Okay. Alright. This will be the last one. I think we've spent a lot of time on Shantien, a lot of time on the others, and the rest is more title updates, specifically to do with World, and then possibly some other things. Yeah, mostly title updates of World, I believe. Raging Brachy's on there, and we have even Malzeno's on there, which is going to be exciting. And we've got Koltaroth, which a lot of you have asked for. But let's get straight into the Arbiter then. Again, not much is known about this monster, at least from a lot of us. Oh, who has that? So, who has those bells? Someone else has those bells ringing. Who is it? I can't put my finger on it. I can't remember. There's too many themes. But someone already has this. Jesus Christ. Okay. Alright. Estrellian, we'll do it as a whole because I haven't got much to go by. I will put Estrellian in A. It's... could it bridge the world between two worlds? No. No. A. We'll go A. I feel like there could have been more of what sounded like possibly a proof of a hero in there, or maybe Monster Hunter Online's version of it coming through, but not quite. I'm not sure. It may not even have had anything to do with it. It might be more like a village theme or something. I'm not too sure. It was good. It was brutal. It was a nice... It wasn't chaos like this guy. It wasn't chaos like this one. There was like a direction to it. Every instrument had its own segment. It was layered. It felt like it came together perfectly. But it didn't make me go crazy, and I didn't get any feels from it really. So it's got to go A. It's got to go A. Right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I think this has been a good one for Frontier and all the Eastern games, to be honest with you. I think a lot of you are going to agree. I will be interested to see your opinions on these three, but I think Ingami and Shantien definitely worthy of where they placed. I feel like we put another one in S, but maybe we didn't. But yeah, obviously next up we have the updates, so the world updates, which are obviously going to include Behemoth, Arch-Tempered Nergigante again? No, we've done that, so we probably won't listen to that again. Maybe. Call to Wrath, which is going to be cool already, and we got the Regen, which I'm looking forward to. But yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. This video shouldn't be short, especially with the Shantien inclusion, but yeah, let me know what you think. As I say, opinions will differ in these tier videos. That's what you're here for. Alright, you want to see what people actually react to it. And bearing in mind that a lot of these themes are completely new to me, a lot of these monsters are completely new to me. I really only have the theme to go by and not the battle itself. Maybe minds can be changed come Rise. But hi, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, then please think about subscribing. It does mean a lot to me if we can get to... we're very close to 4,000 subs. Very close. Very close. So if we can get there before... I think Christmas is a good target. Yeah, if we can get there before Christmas, I'll be very, very happy. And obviously there'll be more content and tier lists coming your way. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Appreciate you all. Bye-bye.